Coming up on Tiger News, how close are we to seeing an end to the construction of the new railroad fence?
And also find out how student parking will be affected when construction of the new rec center gets underway this fall. Good morning and welcome to Tiger News. I'm Jerica James.
And I'm Ann Catherine Demir. Thank you for joining us.
Well, parking always seems to be an issue for students making their way to classes, and it's probably because the majority of University of Memphis students are commuters.
But the parking lots at the U of M don't seem to reflect the school's large number of students who live off campus. The university's Commuter Student Association reports that the school has over 20,000 commuter students.
But the number of parking spaces tops out at just 9,200. The lot on Central Avenue fills up the quickest, and the busiest times are between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Now, school officials state that the lot on Southern Avenue is likely to be the best option for students as it is much larger and has more spaces. They also point out that there are off-campus lots available, and students can catch a ride to campus on the Blue Line bus service. The Blue Line is free and has about 20 bus stops around the school. You can find more information about the Blue Line and other parking tips at memphis.edu/parking.
Back in April, the University of Memphis began work on the railroad fence. As we approach the finish of the project, construction continues to cause delays for students. With more on this is Tiger News' Gabe Kuhn.
$1.6 million project is nearly done. With a projected finish date to be sometime this fall, campus officials say the university is only a couple weeks away from substantial completion. An exact date for the end of construction has not yet been given, and leaves some students struggling to cross the train tracks.
I think it's definitely, messing up with the traffic flow and, just the overall time it takes to get over to campus and cross the tracks.
Although it is causing many backups, the project has some good features. It will alter some landscaping, as well as add retaining walls, and more importantly, add handicap-accessible ramps, a feature that was absent before. The fence will make it safer to cross the train tracks, while also giving campus a better look.
I think the railroad construction is good for people's safety on campus with the fence. Try not to get people to cross the tracks wherever.
The positive is that, the safety of the students is going to be helped, and eventually when the construction is done, we'll be seeing brighter days.
The project will be wrapped up by the end of the fall semester. The next step is to install flashing lights for the street. According to campus planning and design, that stage will not be completed for another month. In the meantime, students should continue to expect delays on Southern Avenue as well as across the tracks.
It looks like U of M students will have some new motivation to work out. In just a couple of years, students can say hello to a new workout facility. The University of Memphis has released details of the new recreation facility scheduled to open in the fall of 2018. Just before this fall semester, a total of 6 tennis courts were already turned into parking lots, while there currently is one AstroTurf field on the rec center's property. Once the new facility is complete, students and athletes will have 6 turfs to choose from. The outdoor pool will even have leisure pool features, including a hot tub. While the new railroad construction is still underway, the new recreation facility is expected to cost $62 million, which will come from students' activity fees. Up next, it is Ole Miss Hate Week, the game preview you need to hear before the Tigers take on the Rebels this weekend.
And also hear the community's reaction to Kaepernick and the recent police-involved killings. We'll be right back.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
Calls me googly eyes.
You know you're beautiful, right? You know that?
Even you're beautiful. I got bullied for wearing glasses. Share if you're against bullying.
We put it out there, just took off. 3 million people have shared this post. Don't let bullies get you down. I stand with you. Our whole family's wearing glasses. I wear glasses and I'm proud.
I even have the army on my team.
All the kind comments brought my child joy. I don't feel thank you is enough.
That's
Thanks, Jared.
Welcome back. It's officially Ole Miss Hate Week on the campus of the University of Memphis. Some students are even trying to get that phrase trending on social media, especially on Twitter. Tiger News' sports reporter Ryan Glover is ready to take you back to last year's historic victory and get you all set for this Saturday's game. Ryan?
Thanks, Jerica. As I'm sure you haven't forgot, last season's win for the University of Memphis over Ole Miss put the Tigers on the college football map. The Tigers won the game 37-24 in a sold-out Liberty Bowl Memorial Stadium. Memphis started the game slow by getting down 14-0 with 9:44 left in the first quarter, but star quarterback Paxton Lynch led the comeback. He finished the game throwing for 384 yards and 3 touchdowns. His star wide receiver Anthony Miller finished with 10 catches for 132 yards and 1 touchdown as well. Lynch has now moved on to Denver, as well as former head coach Justin Fuente to Virginia Tech. However, this does not mean the Tigers are not ready for Ole Miss this year, with new head coach Mike Norvell and quarterback Riley Ferguson, according to offensive tackle Gabe Coon.
We're more than ready to go down to Ole Miss and handle business, just like we did last year.
Okay, never mind. Okay.
Should be a great challenge, but we're up for it.
Yeah, can you tell prompter to scroll
The
up?
Memphis Tigers head to the Grove this Saturday with the game set time for 6 p.m. You can catch all the action on ESPNU on your TV or AM 600 on your radio. Pre-game starts there at 5:30. Back to you, Jerica.
Protests arose all over the nation after footage of an unarmed African-American male was gunned down by police in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Shortly afterwards, the phrase, "take a kneel and people riot, but take a bullet and people are quiet," trended on social media, referring to the Colin Kaepernick protest. As Tiger News' Tierra Perry reports, some students are fed up with seeing these disturbing videos too often.
In the midst of the Colin Kaepernick silent protest of the national anthem, another unarmed African-American male has been gunned down by police, and U of M students have a lot to say about it.
When I see that, I'm just like, dang, another one. And it's crazy how these law enforcers aren't being held accountable for anything.
Emotions run high as another controversial video is released of an African-American male who was found to not be carrying any weapons is murdered by police. Some students say that they are tired and fed up with the same injustices being played over and over like a broken record.
They need to be held accountable as soon as they draw their gun, as soon as they shoot somebody in its own camera. What's the issue now? So hopefully one day, I feel like we're moving a step closer to these situations being handled, but we have a long way to go.
Recently, national anthem protests led by San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick sparked the nation when he was photographed kneeling during America's Melody. Student organizations like the Black Student Association has partnered with SGA to hold peaceful rallies and protests to make the student body more aware of what is occurring in the nation. With the recent questionable shootings in the past year, some can't help but to wonder, is he onto something?
A lot of people, they want to criticize him because he's never really struggled in his life, but he's not doing it for himself. He's doing it more for the people that are oppressed.
Student involvement organizations will be holding another peaceful rally next week in front of the University Center. Reporting at the University of Memphis, Tiara Perry, Tiger News.
Shootings over the past year have sparked protests across the nation. People are coming together and saying that it is time for a change, and that change begins with us. We go to Tiger News' Tandia Bowie to report more on this story.
I'm standing here in front of the Civil Rights Museum where an interface visual is taking place in promotion of nonviolence. According to Director over the Civil Rights Museum, Terry Freeman, this is one in over 800 acts that are taking place across our country in promotion of nonviolence against all. The rainy weather did not dampen the spirits of this group who had said enough is enough. Sitting in front of the Lorraine Hotel, umbrellas in hand, people listened to poems and presentations pleading for a safer world. Songs were sung, stories were told, and tears were shed by mothers whose children had been lost to acts of gun violence. Florida Jackson was the keynote speaker for this event. The vigil ended with prayer and the campaign for nonviolence pledge. Black Lives Matter, the Muslim community, and MIFA are just a few of the organizations present at this event today. According to Terry Freeman, we cannot have peace until we have justice. This is Tandia Bowie reporting for Tiger News.
Another fair is coming to the Bluff City that you do not want to miss out on.
Also, September is voter registration month. Find out where you can go on campus to register to vote.
And then from this angle, it all makes a star.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore. And frustration, a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy, and giving up impossible.
And then we're going to turn the lights and everybody look up.
I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought.
What's your reaction gonna be? Yeah, exactly.
And unconventional methods
Okay, what else?
common.
This is their world.
There's nothing.
And then they die. Go ahead, go, go, go.
I'm a teacher. I make more.
Please have a seat. I'll be honest. Your resume is not what I'm used to.
I know.
Okay, so what would you bring to my company?
What do you need?
I need a hard worker.
Good. I've got 2 part-time jobs and to help my parents pay the bills.
I need problem-solving skills.
I got through high school without a car, a phone, or a computer.
No college degree, though.
Not yet, but life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find, cultivate, and train a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
Well, it looks like students won't have far to go if they need to register to vote. September is National Voter Registration Month, and the U of M is making sure that students have the necessary resources right at their fingers. SGA, along with other student organizations, have tables set up in the University Center for students to register to vote. Tuesday, October 11th, is the registration deadline for Tennessee residents to vote in the November 8th election. They are expected to have at least 10 more tables between now and the registration deadline.
There's a new fair coming to the Mid-South this week. The Bluff City Fair will be coming to Tiger Lane September 29th through October 2nd. This will be the first fair at the old fairgrounds in 8 years since the Mid-South Fair relocated to the Lander Center in 2009. The fair will have live musical performances from artists such as Play a Fly, James Otto, J.T. Hodge, and many others. It will also host pig races, a petting zoo, and a wolf show. And of course, it won't be complete without the fair food, games, rides, and many other attractions for the entire family. For more details on prices and hours, visit their website at bluffcityfair.com.
And that's all the time we have this morning. Please join us next week for another edition of Tiger News.
Have a great day.